Welcome to the Explainer. All the talk about AI in the workplace, it usually comes with a lot of anxiety, right? A lot of fear about jobs disappearing. Well, today, we're going to flip that script completely. We're going to look at a clear, step-by-step blueprint for growth that you can actually use. Okay, let's dive in. First things first, let's get a handle on what's really happening out there. Research shows that a staggering 42% of employees fully expect their job to change, and change significantly because of AI. In the next year. This isn't some far-off future we're talking about. This is happening right now. But here's where it gets really interesting. While almost half the workforce sees this huge change coming, only 17% are actually using AI tools regularly in their jobs today. That massive gap between what people expect and what they're actually doing, that's the AI skills gap. And honestly, it's a huge risk for any business that isn't paying attention. And you've got to understand, this gap isn't just some abstract number on a chart. It's creating real pressure on people. About a third of workers say they feel totally unprepared for what's coming. And even worse, 42% feel like their employers have just left them to figure it all out by themselves. People are basically screaming, "We know we need to learn, but we need some help here." So, how do we fix this? How do we bridge that gap? Well, the answer isn't just buying some fancy new software. It's a totally different way of thinking. The best AI strategies, the ones that actually work, they all start with a human-centered blueprint. The goal is not to replace people, it's to empower them. And this quote from Saptagiri Chapalatli at Tata Consultancy Services just nails it. The real winners in this new era won't be the companies with the fanciest code. No, it'll be the ones who figure out how to weave this technology into their teams to make their people even better. And here's how we make that practical. There's a great framework called the 5 C's, and it's a perfect guide. It starts with competence, making sure people are truly AI literate. Then, collaboration, making AI a team sport, not something done in a dark corner. Communication is about being totally open and honest about what AI is doing. Creativity is about using it to spark human ideas. And maybe most importantly, conscience, making sure every single thing is grounded in ethics. That's your foundation. Let's just double-click on that first C for a second. Competence. We have to be clear, this is so much more than learning how to write a good prompt. This is about building real AI literacy. It's the skill of looking at what an AI gives you and thinking critically about it, understanding where it might be wrong, and knowing when to say, nope, my human judgment is what's needed here. All right, so with that whole philosophy in mind, how do you actually put it into action? Well, that brings us to a really practical 3-step plan that pretty much any organization can start working on today. Now, this plan, which the World Economic Forum has highlighted, isn't about some boring, one-time training seminar. Not at all. It's about building a real system for growth that can scale and adapt as your company and the technology evolve. So step 1, you build what's called a skills backbone. And look, I know that sounds like corporate jargon, but it's simple. It just means getting everyone to speak the same language. It's about agreeing on what AI skills actually matter for your business, so HR, tech, and the leadership are all on the same page. Step 2 is huge. Redesign roles and create visible learning paths. You're not just offering courses, you're showing people a clear roadmap for how they can grow within the company. This changes the whole conversation from, am I going to be replaced, to, wow, look at this opportunity for me to level up. And finally, step 3. You have to have a way to put those new skills to work right away. You can't let them get rusty. Things like internal talent marketplaces are perfect for this because they let you put your newly skilled people on real projects immediately. That reinforces the learning and the business sees the value right away. So let's say you do all this. You follow the blueprint, you invest in your people. What happens? What are the actual benefits? Well, the payoff is immediate, it's tangible, and frankly, it's pretty incredible. And just look at this. It says it all. If you leave employees on their own, AI use at work is kind of stuck around 25%. But if you provide real structured training, that number leaps to 76%. That one chart proves that direct investment is the key that unlocks everything. And the payoff goes way beyond just using the tools. Investing in your people's AI skills is a massive driver for keeping them. I mean, an incredible 85% of employees say they would be more loyal to a company that's actively investing in their skills and their future. As Priya Krishnan from Bright Horizons puts it, this whole effort isn't just about filling a few skill gaps. It's way bigger than that. It's about building a culture that is more resilient, more innovative, and more loyal, one that's ready for whatever comes next. So, when we look to the future, we have to realize the real goal isn't just about getting new tech. It's about creating a world where our most human qualities, the things that AI can't do, become more important and more valuable than they've ever been. Because, yeah, the technology can crunch the numbers and process the data, but it's these durable human skills that will be needed to guide it. Critical thinking, creativity, real strategic judgment. These are the things that will steer our partnership with AI and unlock what it can really do. So ultimately, we need to reframe this entire conversation. The real question we should be asking ourselves isn't whether AI is going to change the world of work. It's whether we, as leaders, as teams, as individuals, have the guts to change with it. That's the real challenge and the real opportunity right in front of every single one of us. The blueprint is right here. The path to creating a skilled, empowered, human-centered workforce is clear. So the only question left is, how are you going to build your future? The time to start building is now.